Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got J.C. Jackson, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs, and it's all up next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. The bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them, and in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting, they're going to be physical, they're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs at 10-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if we look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Let's face it, anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits in this era of high-flying offenses, that's saying something.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shakes off the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now here's Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. We're scoreless after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's Williams on the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Take it in at the 3. In the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. There's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted.
The pass intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. He was defended by Brian Clark.
They'll look to throw again. And this one too low. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now here comes Kansas City.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 4. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Second and 2. Back to throw again. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they did have some success running the football in those first two quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack, and that'll bring up third.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down right around the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down? Rock and roll, baby.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Results in the 4th down.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. A tackle made by J.T. Woods. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. get this across midfield to the 48. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still
to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Chris Jones on the side. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone sends the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5.